Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. The first Super League playoff game over the weekend. Hope everybody is well. Finn, the first to message. Good afternoon. Harry's also here as well. The Leigh fan. Squads are up on screen. I'll do a quick run through now for the early peeps here. Hello, Freddington Bear. And pick up the progress with Unity Stadium. God, it's... disgusting. Anyway, the team lists. For the Leigh Leopards in the backs, they have Hodgson, Brand, Niu, Hanley, Charnley, spelt incorrectly, O'Brien, and Lamb. The forwards include Offengawi, Ipape, Mulhern, Holton, Trout, and Liu. The bench is Hughes, Tuatavake, Davis, and Dwyer. 18th man is O'Neill. On the side of Wakefield, in the backs they have Rourke, Myers, Scott, Pratt, Johnstone, Truman, and Leno. The forwards include McMeekin, Hood, Fartilli, Griffin, Staunton, and Pitts. The bench is Rodwell, Nicotimo, Atoni, and Smith. And the 18th man is Cozza. So yeah, I'll fix that spelling mistake. Okay. Right, all sorted then. All sorted. Ahoy, ahoy. Looking forward to a physical game. A very physical game. I've heard Derek has bought extra pyros tonight. Well, it's looking pretty clear at the moment. We've got 13 minutes to go. If he's going to use them all, better get them out now. Make sure there's no smoke before the game starts. 28-22, Leigh wins, says Harry. Hi all. Kieran, how you doing, sir? Canberra colours tonight. I normally pick a shirt that has a contrast to the overlay. So this morning, Storm and Sharks was purple and light blue. So I normally go with a shirt that contrasts better. So for like the stream highlights videos, I stand out more. It's just a thought. I've got a bunch of different coloured shirts, so it doesn't really matter. Head says Leigh, Heart says Wakey. Heart wants Wakey. I get it. I get that. Was your dream team video on TikTok based on the silhouettes? It's a great question. Do I have an answer? I don't. Anyway, there's a poll in the live stream chat. Make sure you leave a vote on that. Let me know who you think's going to win. And yeah, let's have a quick discussion on the game. You're going 28-12 to Leigh. Hanley first try scorer. Okay. So, of course, the biggest miss there is no Max Jowett for Wakey. But they would have known for a good week at least that he's not going to be available. So, at least the whole week they will have gotten as many reps as possible with that spine. Rourke's had plenty of game time this year as well. Jowett's kind of played in the halves a couple of times when Rourke's had to play. So they have had to change a bit in the spine. But they've at least got Truman and Leno that can control either side of the field, respectively. They can still connect on each other's side, but they can control Truman left, Leno right. Leno's kicking's going to be important, so it's huge for the basics for Wakey tonight. They just need to get the basics right. If they can have a go at Leigh, great. If they can get Rourke involved with sweeping runs out the back, try and get the overlaps, bit of leverage on the edges, great. They don't need to force it. They do have a decent pack as well, even though they are missing... Who was the one they were missing? Was there... Somebody commented they were missing Vanganar and somebody else. I can't quite remember. But they've got a decent pack here they've brought anyway. McMeekin, Fartelli is good to start. Rodwell, Nicotimo, and Atoni, solid off the bench. And Smith, his pace from the ruck through the middle is going to be huge too. So... Size-wise, in terms of rotation, Wakey looked pretty good. To start with, Offengawi and Mulhern looked good as well. Holton and Trout, good carries through the middle, same with Liu. So, to start, I'm thinking maybe you'd give it towards Leigh, just being able to slow down the ruck a bit more. Then in terms of rotation, when you just need the big hits, Wakey looked pretty good there. It's just Scott and Pratt. They're going to have a tough time against Niu and Hanley. They're going to have a really tough time. Finn says up the league purely because we could have been there tonight. Fair enough. I see that, Harry. Peter says Lamb man of the match. I could get on board with that one. I can see it. Find it mental that all that work since last November comes down to 80 minutes, unlike the NRL with second chances. I think as soon as we get to 16 teams in Super League, I don't mind copying the NRL's. I'm caught in two minds about it. I don't mind copying the NRL in terms of like the top 8, because if you then finish top 4, you can get a second chance. But at the same time, you don't want to have a grand final that has a team that's lost a game in playoffs. Which is why I've always kind of liked the idea that, imagine if Rugby League was like the NFL, we had a massive league, that if teams were split into groups, you wouldn't have to play everybody, but you could theoretically get to a point where you've got two grand finalists that haven't lost a game all year. Now, Challenge Cup would, skew that, but there'd be a system in which you can get two grand finalists that haven't met once all year, possibly not even in Challenge Cup, but in the league haven't lost a game, and then they'd meet for the first time in the grand final, and then you'd get the absolute ultimate clash. Do you think the occasion gets the better of Wakey? I don't know if it gets the better of them. I think there's possibly elements to it they might not be aware of that Leigh will be, given their experience. Challenge Cup final being won a couple of years ago. Playoffs last year. Going further in Challenge Cups as well in general, even when they've not made the final. And overall Super League experience. I don't know if it gets the better of him. Maybe it might be a factor, but I don't think it gets the better of him. Can't see Leigh losing this one. Okay. McIlroy and Hill have retired after this season. Aye, saw that. You have Kieran. Kieran has changed over to the Patreon, by the way. If you want to become a Patreon member, which is where things will be shifting for the off-season and next season. There'll be behind-the-scenes content, which I need to do for... I need to plan it and start getting some stuff on there very soon. But yeah, there's a link in the description to become a member. Get on over there. So yeah, there you go. Shameless plug. And what? So do you think the 38-0 loss means anything today? It was Wigan, but still must be an issue for most on Leigh. I get what you mean, Jonathan. I don't know. I don't think they'd be thinking about it too much. Plus, I think this Leigh side seem better equipped to deal with Wigan than they were last year. Just something about them feels different. Not necessarily that they'll win, or that they'll be fine, or that they can't lose 38-0 again, but something feels a bit different. I don't like that top 8 gets playoffs. Imagine finishing bottom half and getting playoffs. That's why it sounds. That's the way it sounds. It's going to 14 teams. I just mean if there's 16, Finn. If we get to 16, then the top half makes playoffs. I'm still fine with top 6 though, because if there's more teams, less playoff spots, it's more exclusive. But the thing is, if we're removing loop fixtures and there's less games in the regular season, clubs will want ways to make more money. They just will. So, gotta ask your thoughts on Radley not going to the Ashes, especially after everything that's gone on. It's disappointing, but I don't mind it, because it means that Minchella or Knowles, maybe Smithies, would probably get a go at 13. I'd still back Curry. I know that people laugh at the idea of Curry, but I'd just any of those 4 are fine. But Knowles for me for this year. But yeah, gives Knowles a chance. I think he's earned a spot. I don't know, I'm cool with it. I mean, Australia's lost out on Haas, we've lost out on Radley. I know it's not a like for like, but I don't know. I don't mind it. Victor will be a Saints player next year, you think? Is that rumoured at the moment? Match is also on BBC Three tonight, channel that nobody watches. Alright, get in. Do you think we're going to get Trebojevic? From what I can tell, it seems reasonably likely. From what I can tell. Watkins in for Radley? I don't think so. I think for me it's Knowles. I think. I get Minchella has that mix as well. I get Curry for the ball playing. I'd actually kind of like Curry to be 17 in the squad. Because then he could be brought on at 13, could be in the back row, could be at centre. So I do like Curry as 17. But Knowles or Minchella at 13 is fine for me. His injury record, though, well, he's had some decent games this year. I think he's played 20, and I think the year before had a decent number. We could kind of swap him between fullback and centre. So there's options there. Chances that Hardacre is in, the perfect utility option. I don't think so, just because Curry already has England experience, and I think Wayne probably trusts him, and he's picked him over the last couple of years. And Connor, for me, is also the utility option. So I think... who do we want to play this week? We got Leeds tomorrow. And... yeah, so... which I'll be going to, by the way. I'll be going to that game against Leeds. Might make a vlog. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah. I think Connor is a utility for me. Right, they're going through the team list, so I will as well. Got a few minutes to go until kick-off. If you've got an exact score prediction, let me know. And if you've not left a vote on the poll yet, please do. So, in the backs for Leigh Leopards, they have Hodgson, Brand, Niu, Hanley, Charnley, O'Brien, and Lamb. The forwards include Offengawi, Ipape, Mulhern, Holton, Trout, and Liu. The bench is Hughes, Tuatavake, Davis, and Dwyer. 18th man is O'Neill. In the backs for Wakey, they have Rourke, Myers, Scott, Pratt, Johnstone, Truman, and Lino. The forwards include McMeekan, Hood, Fartilli, Griffin, Staunton, and Pitts. The bench is Rodwell, Nicotimo, Atoni, and Smith. And then the 18th man is Koza. It's alright, Dingle. I'll time him out for 10 seconds. It's alright. Happy that Williams is going Dolphins. Only issue you've got is he may not give a shot next season. I think he will. I think he's a professional enough guy. He'll put in the work. I think people also need to keep in mind, I have criticisms of George Williams, my biggest one being his kicking game. I think it's atrocious, but he's one of the hardest working players you'll ever get in a side. Great defensive player as well. And plus, our attacking structure this year has been garbage. It just has been garbage. And also he's behind one of the smallest packs in the competition, and he always works his backside off. So I have no complaints over Williams in how he works every single week. We just actually, first of all, need to give him a good pack, which he will get next year, hopefully. And Gleeson needs to figure out that offense as well, because it's not just Williams to do it all by himself. Got a bit of smoke still there. Bloody hell, Derek. What are you playing at? You know what we haven't got yet? Early Super League table predictions, at least for Warrington. Probably Warrington to win it all next year. Pretty much standard. I think we're all in agreement with that, I guess. Oh, go on, kid, with the moves. We're underway. We are underway. Leigh in possession. Mulhern with the first carry, taking it over the 10. I have, yes, Christopher. I have seen it. It's delightful, isn't it? Up towards the 20. Ipape. At dummy half in centre field. Drop goal. Down the right edge. A few metres shy of the 30. Still a little bit of smoke getting in the way. Joe Offengawi, one of the signings of the season. Niu's up there. Offengawi's up there. O'Brien with a kick on the last. It is charged down, chased by Griffin. Oh dear. Oh, and he drops it. Bloody NFL players, you know what I mean? You know when NFL players just drop all over it, it just keeps popping out. Sick of it. Not good enough, Griffin, lad. Not good enough. Umaila Hanley with the next carry. Pumping his legs up towards the 30. Go on, Umaila. Next carry from Tessie Niu. Pumping his legs as well up towards the 40. Go on, lad. He's definitely bought the Pyros, absolutely. I wish they did it just a little bit earlier so we could clear more of this smoke. 1 minute 20 gone in this game. Third tackle, Leigh up towards halfway. Leigh with a carry up towards Wakey's 40. So 2 tackles to go. Good territory here for Leigh. Not too shabby. Ipape with a scoop. Bit of space behind the ruck. Still going nearly 20 metres on that carry. Just short of 20. Last tackle. Left to Lamb. Engages the line. Chips towards the back left. Charnley's looking at this one. But Myers goes up. Collects it cleanly. Well done, Myers. Next carry from Wakey taking it over the 10. We'll see if Leigh can restrict the metres here. We'll have a gander. Playing trumpets in the ground, are we? I don't think so. I don't think so. You went to your first RL training today at Leigh Miners. How did it go, Harry? Take the 1, Wakey. Take the 1. Leigh did it against Wigan. Look how it worked out. 2.5 minutes gone. Last tackle for Wakey. Only up to the 20. Out the back to Lino. Under a bit of pressure. Gets the kick away. Freddington Berry's back. Collected on the 40 by Hodgson. Already up towards halfway. So Wakey going to be trapped in their own end for a little bit here. If Leigh keep this up. It's over the head of Hanley to Lamb. Gives it to Niu. It's going to carry this about 5-6 metres further up the field. It has, Logan. It has. It doesn't feel that long ago since I was literally streaming Leigh vs Wigan round 1. It doesn't feel that long ago. But it was February. Well done me. February. Nailed it first time. Ipape goes left to Lamb. On the 10. Holton down the left edge. 5 metres out. Is Jarrett out with an injury? Yeah, it was a failed HIA, I think. So, concussion protocols. Kick crossfield. Is collected by Umaila Hanley. Get him in the England side. Thank you. 3 minutes 40 gone in this game. Next carry from John Stone. He's going to play this a few metres in front of his own try line. Nearly 4 minutes gone. Next carry from Myers. Stop just short of the 10. Push back a metre or 2. Wakey in a lot of trouble at the moment. He's really not, Dingle. He's really, really not. Did you even watch Leigh vs Warrington a few weeks ago when Hanley absolutely dominated him? 4 minutes 20 gone. Saw, dude. 15 metres out from their own try line. Truman going right to Lino. Now down the right edge. Over the 20. Looking for another offload. Doesn't quite get it. Well, he wasn't. He really wasn't. And I think you know that. On the last tackle, it is now in the hands of Hodgson. Carries up towards the 40 for Leigh. Nearly 5 minutes gone. O'Brien, right to Brand. He's had a good year, Keenan Brand. He was at Widnes a couple of years back. Warrington picked him up, barely got any game time. We did have some good centres and wingers back then anyway, so he couldn't really get in the side. But yeah, settled at Leigh. Plenty of game time. He's done well. Ipape with a scoot from dummy half. Over the 30. Gets an offload as well. Collected by O'Brien. Left to Niu. Cuts back towards the middle. Over the 20. 15 out. Make that 10. Excuse me. In centre field. Ipape right to Offengawi. Then to O'Brien. Skips past Truman. And he's going to play this 5 out right at the post. 5.5 gone. Last tackle. Ipape right to Trout, and he's going to be stopped a metre or two in front of the try line. I didn't even pick a first try scorer. Kieran said Hanley. I'm going to say first try scorer, Keenan Brand, down the right edge. Gareth O'Brien with a cutout pass, skipping past Hanley, getting it to Brand for a dive in the corner. That's what I'm saying. I'll go with that. Wakey in possession just over their own 10, just over 6 minutes gone as well. Third tackle, but Meekin with the next carry. Congrats to Mike on the Dream Team selection. Lino, down the right edge, eating up good meters. A few metres shy of the 40. Last tackle, though. And Wakey is struggling for territory. It's with Truman under pressure. Gets the kick away. Collected on the full by Hodgson. Over the 30. Up towards the 40. Decent defensive wall there from Wakey. But, again, Leigh starting to set in good territory again. Collected from a high kick and simple touchdown try. That's what you're saying for Hanley. Fair enough. He is a majestic man in the air. In all areas, he is a majestic man and therefore should be in the England squad. They are dominating so far. It is not looking good for Wakey, but all they got to do is just defend. There is a point where Leigh will make a mistake. There is a point they'll give away a penalty. There is a point that Wakey might come up with something. It will happen. They just got to keep defending as best they can. Lamb through centre field. 15 out. Staunton off injured already? Really? It is right to O'Brien. Chips towards the back right. In the in-goal area, collected by John Stone. 20-metre tap, 7 tackle set. That could be the break that Wakey need. They could have got something off the back of the charge down at the start of the game, but this is the first kind of lucky break they've had so far. So a bit of a mistake there from Leigh. Gifting a 7 tackle set. Pratt with a carry up towards the 40. 8 minutes gone. Now towards halfway. This is looking alright for Wakey now. Staunton. Oh yeah, they just said it. Staunton is gone. Oh god. He's a big bloke as well. Big body down that right edge. That's a big miss, that. It's with Lino. Skips past, I think that was Ipape. 35 metres out. Inside Leigh territory. Down the right edge, Truman. Across to Scott. Over the 20. Inside the red zone. Last tackle, 15 out. Truman chips towards the back right. Charlie trying to shield it. Myers in the corner. Maybe gets an offload. Niu collects it. Near the touchline. Almost into touch there. And it's Charlie with the next carry. Just shy of the 10. That's unfortunate for Wakey. Already missing out on Vanganar. Hamlin Ueli was the other one. And Jowett, of course. So, yeah. Hodgson with the next carry over the 20. As of right now, yes, Logan. I want to do a bit more. I'm going to be multi-streaming at some point, so I'll do Twitch and Kick as well. And I'm going to try and mix up the content for next year. But Patreon memberships would help as well, which is why I'm trying to give more perks for it as well. But yes, currently yes. Wakey in possession, on their own 40. Myers with the next carry. Can you get good money on tick? Well done, me. Can you get good money on kick? You can. Every subscription, the streamer gets 95% of the cut. So it's much better than Twitch and much better than YouTube. Shivnut left to Truman on Lee's 40. Takes a carry through centre field, gets an offload, and then it's knocked on. Collected by Offengawi. He then gives it to Brand, right of centre field. O'Brien at dummy half gives it to Hodgson. He takes a carry up towards the 40. Need to do something that engages the viewers. Well, this is one thing. But there's other things to try and figure out for next year. I think Twitch is about 50-50. YouTube is roughly that close to it. But yeah, that's why I'm doing Patreon, because that's going to help massively if I get people over there. O'Brien carries it down the right edge. Then to Hodgson. Possible break it. Possibly forward to Hanley. Brand in the corner. Goes in. I do think there was a forward pass in there, I'll be honest. But I did say Brand first try scorer, so I will take that. That's 4-0 for Leigh. All right. Didn't happen exactly how I said, but I got it. Even the second one might have been forward as well, actually, from Hanley. Well, it doesn't matter if you were right, Dingle, because I was right. We were right. I forgot to end the poll. Well done, me. Alright, well, that's 4-0 for Leigh with the kick to come. O'Brien has been pretty good with the boot. Oh, yeah. The secret project, which I'm working on, is moving. Plans are in motion. It's a secret project, so I can't tell you anything, but all I can tell you is it's in motion and it's going. It's onward. That's it. It's pointless me telling you anything, to be honest, but... Oh, 71% conversion rate this year. Where's Norman Finkelstein with the success probability? The kick from O'Brien is good. It's going to be 6-0 for Leigh. Norman. Who do you want to win? I'm not bothered either way, really. I'd probably say Leigh just because I predicted them to win. But that's not me being anti-Wakefield. It's just, I don't really care either way, to be honest. Dingle, to be honest, I don't know. I'm not scrolling all that way. And my finger will get tired and I'll just want to sleep, you know. 13 minutes gone. Leigh in possession. Holton with a carry down the left edge, just short of the 20. Who scored it? It was Keenan Brand. Mental that no way John Cartwright is getting you on the coaching staff. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't Cartwright want me on the coaching staff? What? Oh, that's what the secret... Oh, that's what the secret was. Right, okay. Gotcha. No comment, Finn. No comment. Last tackle for Leigh. They're on halfway. Out the back to O'Brien down the right edge. Collected by Johnstone. Takes it up towards the 20. And that's going to be 14 minutes gone. Myers is limping. The assumption would have been, from most people, that Leigh would probably win. But you'd at least like Wakey to get a proper chance here. Full squad available. and not like down on men. Like you'd want them to get a proper go here. Wayward pass from Pitts, and then it's knocked on by Griffin. Do you know what, Dingle? I reckon a 10-second timeout is required in a second here. There's going to be a scrum for Leigh in great territory. "25 metres out." Yeah, that's Myers, that. Did Hanley find a gap, run through, and pass it to Brand to score? Yeah, he did. Lena, why are you trying to shove your crotch in Niu's face? That's what I'm wondering, pal. 15.5 on the clock. Mulhern gives it to Liu. He's going to play this 3 metres out between the sticks. Pape switches back to Afengawi. Stopped a metre in front of the left post. 2 tackles to go. Plays it for a Pape. Shoots it left to Lamb. Pops across to Frankie Holton. 16 minutes on the clock. Left of the post. Pape kicks the ball through. Kicked on by a Wakey player. It is then taken over the dead ball line. So I think that's a goal line dropout. Which is the right call. Fantastic. Diffusing the situation. That's all they've got to do so far. That's all they've got to do. Diffuse the situation like it's search and destroy. Diffuse the bomb. Do it. $16.5 on the clock. Drop out from Mason Lino inbound. Bomb on B. There's always some little pest on a flank, isn't there? There's always some pest on a flank. God. Collected on halfway. Hodgson will carry this up towards the 40. 17 minutes gone. Ipape now with Mulhern. Over the 30. Now about 26 metres out. Now it's with Liu over the 20, up towards the 10. That's a great carry. Wakey struggling to restrict the metres here. 3 tackles to go as well. Could be double digits for Leigh very soon. Mulhern right to O'Brien, then to Hodgson. Now Hanley just about keeps hold of it, gets an offload as well. God, he's so good. About 6 metres out. Ipape, that dummy half over on the right edge. 17.5 on the clock. Left to O'Brien. Switches back to Afengawi. About 4 metres out. Last tackle. Engage the line. Pops up to Trout. And he's slammed into the ground. Well done, Wakey. Well done. That's what they need. What are you on about, Logan? What are you on about? Johnstone getting dragged back. This could be a dropout. It is going to be a dropout. Leigh are just on top of Wakey right now. I don't think the scoreline reflects the dominance right now. This is really dominant. And the scoreline doesn't reflect it just yet. Leigh are well on top here. Well on top. 18.5 minutes gone. Drop out for Lino. Do they want to go short this time? They went long last time. They will go short. It's near the touchline. Batted forwards. And collected by Rourke. That is going to be a forward pass there. / knock on. Whatever you fancy. You decide. If you've not liked the live stream, please do. Helps to get out there to more people. Thank you kindly. Subs-wise, it's going well. 12,441. I'm 59 away from 12.5k. Splendid, that. Splendid. So there's a scrum for Leigh on the 10. Nearly 20 minutes gone. I've got a feeling Lamb's about to get an assist here. I don't know why. Just a gut feeling. Watch him not get one. Switches back to Hodgson. Unless he goes in. Oh, yeah. I guess I was right and then... I was wrong and then right. Changed it midway through. 6 again for Leigh. On the 10 with Mulhern. He's going to place about 5 metres out. In between the sticks. Ipape. Right to Afengawi. Then to O'Brien. Out the back to Lamb. Just pushes the ball on. Collected by Brand on the 20. So lose a bit of ground. But Leigh still have plenty of tackles to go. That is the first quarter done. An hour to go. An hour. Offengawi will play this about 17 metres out, right at the posts. Ipape on his left to Liu. Across to Mulhern. And the ball pops out. Collected by Liam Hood. Wakey, they're dealing with it. Leigh are dominant right now, but Wakey's dealing with it. They're having to do a lot of defensive work on their own try line, but they've conceded 1 try, and that's it. So fair play. Matthew Shaw, the journalist, has to do his work from a general fan seat as Derek banned him from the press box. Oh, God. Yeah, because he had some back and forth, didn't they? Because he was having a go about all the pyrotechnics, wasn't he? Oh, bloody hell. Unlucky Matt. So Wakey's just in front of their own 10. It's going to be a Tony with the next carry. It's now down the right edge. Who is that? Is that Nicotimo? Might be. I think it is. Next carry from Pitts up towards the 30. So possession, 64% for Leigh. That nearly doubled the carries. They've had well over double the meters. Oh my God. 7 errors for Wakey. 0 for Leigh. Did they not just have one? Well, they've had 1. Kick on the last from Wakey. Collected 5 out by Hodgson. Takes it up towards the 20. So is... Oh, that looked high. Oof, Wakey got away with one there. They got away with it. They got away with it. Damn. Hanley with a carry up towards the 40. Rob James is just another Andrew Johns. Who's that? Wakey soaking pressure well. Could tire Leigh out as they can't break it down fully. Yeah, true. Maybe. You just kind of think with being backed up at some point, it's just a numbers game, really. But Lamb's still going. Support from O'Brien, possibly. God, Lamb's had a great year. Lamb over the top. Umala Hanley in the corner. Supporting is outside. Umala Hanley always smashed into. What a tackle. What a tackle. Bloody hell. Good defensive work. Possible high shot. You're Rob James? That's not my name. High shot on Hanley? It might have been. It's the last tackle for Leigh, though. Liu, room to run. Don't do it. He's done it. Screw what I have to say. The big man has gone in. Wakey have done such a fantastic job in this first 23.5 minutes defensively. Leigh have been dominant. In terms of possession, field position, all that jazz. Leigh's been dominant. The scoreline hasn't reflected it because Wakey has worked so hard on their own goal line. But yeah, just a numbers game. Fair play, Leigh. That's a good try. That's a good try. In front of the sticks. That'll be 12-0 in a second. Steps past, I think that's a Tony. Rourke gets a hold of him. Griffin comes in late. Fair play. .24.5 minutes gone. Where's Norman Finkelstein with the success probability? Dingle, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
According to my calculations, the success probability that Gareth O'Brien converts from in front of the post is 99.2%.
Thanks, Norman. The conversion is good. So we didn't have characters at the start of the year. Evolution. Yeah? Dingle, I can promise you that is not my name. I can promise you that it's not. I can promise you that. .25.5 on the clock. Nearly 26 minutes gone. Back underway. Collected by Lachlan Lamb. Gives it to Mulhern. Strong run over the 10. Myers and Lino in the tackle. Next carry from Frankie Holton up towards the 20. 60. I was going to say 62 then. 26 on the clock. Liu now with Ofen Gawi. Could Wakey at least keep him back here? That would be a good start. Regain that territory. Ipape scooting from dummy half up towards the 30 and some extra metres too. Look at that. And a 40-20 attempt here from Lamb, possibly. Angle looks good. Distance looks good. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. This guy. Actually, how old is Lachlan Lamb? Oh, he's a few months older than me, so I can't call him this kid, can I? He's a few months older than me. He's now with O'Brien. 10 metres out. It's Liu down the right edge of the field. It's not me, Dingle. 27 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. Ipape launches it out the back to Lamb. Across to Frankie Holton. Back over the 10. 5 metres out, left of the posts. You could call him our kid, you could. Darryl just comes in with his name. I'd love to meet him. I'd love to meet him someday. Pape left to Lamb, flicked it onto Hodgson. Darting and weaving. Pape left to the post, last tackle, kicks the ball through. Could be... I was thinking it could be another 6 again, but it's actually a try instead. It's actually another try for Lee. Okay. I do feel for Wakey. I really wish they could have had a proper go here with like the full team available. Not to say that Lee haven't earned it, because they absolutely have. Like, they've been dominant, but Lee's done really well here. They're earning this. They've done a great job. I'll give it 16 for now. I can't remember how close it was to the stick, so I'll just make it 16 and wait for the conversion. Josh Charnley with the try. So we had one from Brand, who got the first one. Second one was Liu, and then Charnley. That's another assist for Lamb. Bloody hell. Wakey being utter shite. FC would have put up a better fight. Well done, me. Can't get my words right. Look at me go. Hull might have done. But, you know, they didn't earn a spot. Simple as that. They didn't earn a spot. Joel Monaghan, 14 playoff tries. What a guy. What a guy. Just stop, Dingle. Just stop. You're wasting everyone's time. 29.5 minutes gone. Kick near the touchline. Oh, I thought it was a bit closer than that, maybe. But the kick from O'Brien looks good. It is good. He's nailing him. Can't call him slow. He ain't snailing him. Can he breathe underwater? He's whaling him. Call him Postman Pat. He's mailing him. Back underway. Bounces once, collected by Lamb, gives it to Mulhern, takes it over the 10. 30 minutes gone. Where was Norman? Where was Norman? Oh. A clip just came to mind. I wish I had it ready. Yes! There it is. I'm playing this. I'm sorry. I've got to do it. Where's Norman? That's what I want to know.
Norman?
Norman's on sabbatical, honey.
Get in. Okay, just over 30 minutes gone. Out the back to Lamb, kicks from his own 40. Bounces on the 20. Towards the back right, collected by Johnstone. Up towards the 20. Massive Hull car news at half time. Okay, interesting. If the streaming gig fails, rap music? Absolutely. Absolutely. There's a carry up towards the 40 for Wakey. They got some good territory now. Scott with the carry down the right edge up towards the 30. That'd be interesting. Is it Willie Peters going? I'm pretty sure he's settled there. Plus, I'm trying to think what jobs are available in the NRL anyway for him. Got a bit of wayward stuff here. Collected by Truman. Is that a turnover? Not a 6 again. I missed a little bit of that. Let's see. So it's with Pratt. Gets an offload. Nah, that's fine. It's kicked into Holton. He doesn't play at that. Will they even get any points? I mean, 0. You're in Las Vegas and the sports books here is at -8. Are they saying they can't even score 9? If it says Leigh -8, it means they think they'll win by at least 9 points. Wakefield might struggle to score 10 points this whole game. I can't see Wakey scoring 2 tries. I could maybe see them getting 1. I can't see them scoring 2, honestly. Maybe right at the end of the game they get a second. But as of right now, I can't see it. 32.5 minutes gone. Now with O'Brien, switches back to Hughes on the 20. Ipape, left to O'Brien. Gives it to Hodgson. Ipape, left of the post. Pops it up to Davis on his right. Just in front of the left post, Ipape on the last tackle. 33 minutes on the clock, kicks the ball through. He's done this a couple times so far. That goes over the dead ball line, so that's a 20-metre tap, 7 tackle set. Yeah, I would be surprised if it is Willie Peters going home. Would it not be like a... I mean, it's either Peters going home, a major signing, or a major injury. It's one of those, probably. Did they say there was any... I know... Okay, so you might have been joking about Willie Peters, but were you joking about Jenna announcing news in general? Or is she actually got some news? McMeekin with a carry over the halfway line. Third tackle coming up for Wakey. She actually said there's news. Alright, okay. Well, I guess we'll find out in a few minutes. Left to Lino. Across to Griffin. Picks it up after the bounce. Engages the line down the left edge. Stops on the 20. 2 tackles to go. 6 minutes left in this first half. Pratt on his right to Lino. Then to Truman in centre field. Pops across to McMeekin on the 20. Right at centre field slightly. Smith is on the field. He'll liven things up here. Truman out the back to Rourke. Pushes it on to Scott. Cuts up. Comes off Charnley. But it's still the last. Myers shifting. Loses the ball. Well, at least they're down this end. It's a good start. At least they're down this end. Or is it they found the dummy Mikey Lewis keeps spitting out? Wow. Damn. Peters was rumoured with the West Tigers job. Oh, right, okay. Didn't know that. Was it Willie Peters that said he would be part of the Australia coaching staff for when they come over? Because I know it's... is it Billy? Kevin Walters is going to be the head coach. I can't remember who said they're joining him. Brad Arthur and Peters rumoured? Right, okay. Hughes with a carry for Lee. 3 tackles to go, just short of his own 40. Ipape pops up to Davis on his left. He takes it over the 40. Gotcha. Kick on the 4th from O'Brien here towards the back right. Over the head of Johnstone. This might stay infield here. Collects it in goal. Under pressure from Hanley. Ooh, just about skips past him. And he's going to play this 4 or 5 metres out from his own try line. Wakey under a lot of pressure again. Just over 4 minutes to go. Rourke will scoot. Doesn't quite meet the 10 metre line. Truman on his right to Pratt. Almost high there from Holton. Making a few metres. 4 minutes to go. Smith on his right to Myers. Up towards the 20. And a few extra metres as well. Shifting it left. Have a go. I need to yawn. It was going to come at some point. Don't want to jinx it, but this might be the first half all season with 0 penalties. Surely there's been at least one other game where there's been no penalty, surely. In a half. Surely. Maybe. Who knows. Lamb, on Lee's own 30, gives it to Charnley. Carries it straight through centre field. 3 minutes 15 to go. Lino's got a bit of a limp going on there. Strong carry from Neo over the halfway line. Wants a quick play of the ball. Gets it for Ipape. He takes it over the 40. Now with Davis through centre field. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Do Lee want to go for more points here, like a try, or do they want to go for 1? What do they want to do? Hughes gets an offload to Liu. Takes a carry through centre field, just stopped on the 20. Left to Lamb. Out the back to Hodgson, trying to get around Scott. That's a good tackle there from Scott to keep him out. 2.5 minutes to go. Man of Steel's not going to be announced for... Wasn't it a little while it's not announced for? I don't think they'd do it now. They've only got an award ceremony. So I don't think they'd do it now. Yeah, 7th, that's what I had in mind. 2 minutes to go. Wakey in possession. Myers getting dragged back a couple metres. He'll play this just over his own 10. Bloody hell. Scoot from Smith. Strong hit from Ipape. Putting the shoulder in. So it's definitely nothing bad. Either a big signing or Peters in the Ashes coaching staff. Yeah, what could it be actually? What could it be? Nicotimo with a carry up towards halfway. Last tackle for Wakey. Slammed into the ground by Lamb. Oh dear. Alright, lucky lads. Let's just chill. Remind us of your prediction, Rob. I predicted 24-18 to Leigh. And I picked Brander's first try scorer. Oh, God. Imagine, Dingle. Could you imagine? Oh, God. I know we were linked with Brian Kelly. I don't really want him, to be honest. I mean, I wouldn't mind him, but who knows? If they have signed Trebojevic, that would be ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yellow, maybe. We'll see. You've got it in your own head. You're making yourself scared there, Dingle. Powell's near the touchline, waiting. I do want to have another look at this, to be honest. So surely that's tackled. And then slams into ground. He's got an elbow. Oh. This could end up being... Please say it ain't so, Peter. Don't you dare. Don't even joke about that. It's not on. You're better than that. Or maybe you're not. I wouldn't be surprised if that ends up being a yellow, because there's a bit of an elbow, you know, kind of working its way into the throat there, so. Looks like it. Well, it's at least going to be a penalty. I think that's fair. That's fair from Moore. I'm okay with that. I think he's explained it fairly. I can get on board with that. Yeah, that bit's unnecessary. Yeah, that bit. Lino on the 20. God, Wakey would love some points right now. They'd love some points. 1 minute to go. This will be their last chance of the half unless they get a 6 again. McMeekin now with a Tony. Stopped on the 10 in centre field. Smith left to Rodwell. Stopped 5 metres out left of the post. Bit of shape here, Wakey. Bit of shape. Smith right to Truman. Out the back to Lino. Switches back to Scott. It is wayward. Collected by Apape. Gets an offload. Kicked on by Davis. Then collected by Smith. It was backwards though. There was no forward pass or knock on from Wakey. So they've got the ball again. So they will finish this half in possession. 25 metres out. Might get 3 plays at most here. McMeekin over the 20. Oh, still going. Gets an offload as well. Smith. Just shy of the 10. Okay, this is probably last tackle. This will be the last one. It is left to Truman. Across to Lino. Then to Pratt. Hooter sounds. That's going to be half time. Thing is, Wakey's probably knackered. All that defensive work they've had to do, they are probably knackered. So they get a bit of a rest. If they can turn the tide of battle a little bit in the second half. Start out well early on. Maybe something changes. Maybe. Time for the big news. Aye, we'll see. I'm going to turn this up so I can... Wigan vs Leigh next is going to be tasty. We owe them. Well, should be spicy. Should be spicy. Leigh would play Wigan. Aye, it is the other way around. So yeah, if Leigh do score the win, they will go to Wigan next week. Highest place second, don't they? Yes, they do. Right, shameless plug real quick. If you want to become a member, there's a link in the description. Get on over. Thanks. Become a member today. Join a cool and groovy group. Why not? Subscribe if you haven't already. That'd be great. In terms of streams, a three-pronged plug. It certainly was. It was a British shameless plug. So in terms of streams for the rest of weekend, tomorrow, I'm going to go Warrington vs Leeds, the Academy Grand Final tomorrow. I'm considering doing like a TikTok kind of vlog type thing. Sort of, maybe. I'll see how I feel tomorrow. So I'm going for that tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, I'm streaming Leeds vs Saints. And then Sunday morning, Broncos vs Panthers. That'll be a spicy one. Twill be splendid. Okay, we'll have Leeds or Saints, yep. Michael Lewis 5-year deal about to be announced. Didn't he sign a massive deal like literally a year or two ago anyway? Unless they've bumped up the money. Mikey Lewis has signed a 7-year deal with the Hull Kingston Rovers. It's like, do we care really? It's not even like big news. Tickets arrived. Good. Good. I did email them yesterday to say what's going on. But, yeah, they said they'll get in touch. But, yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. I'm glad you got them. Leigh absolutely dominant in contact. Liam Moore trying to keep the penalty count down. Hasn't helped Wakey. It hasn't helped Wakey, no. But I don't think there's been much to call. There's not been too much to call, in my opinion. Going to the Academy final, do I have a chance? Well, I'm pretty sure the Academy's undefeated. I think. And our reserves were undefeated, but we lost to Leeds. The reserves were undefeated, but we lost to Leeds in the grand final. And the Academy's undefeated, and we play Leeds Academy as well. If I'm not mistaken. I think that's right. Which NRL team is buying London Broncos? None of them. It's like a consortium type thing, I think. Sir Alex Stand, tier 2, middle of block. Oh, nice. Okay. Which one's the Sir Alex Stand? Is that the shorter one? Or the single tier one? I can't remember which one it is. Well, I hope you enjoy anyway. I hope you enjoy. Shut up, Peter. Shut up. For God's sake. Saw Michael losing my barber's the other one. Alright, okay. Still lives in West Hull. Get him gone. Wigan vs Saints in women's grand final will be interesting. Should be. Saints have got a good team. How can Panthers be only 2.5 point favourites? Broncos have only lost 5. Broncos have lost 5 in a row to the Panthers. Well, there's been different teams over the years, Jonathan. I don't really read into past history that much. Like, I do a little bit. Like, I talk about it in predictions, but, like, the Broncos have won 5 in a row. Like, they're on major form at the moment. Whereas the Panthers, they did rest a bunch of players in one of the recent losses, but it is a close game on paper. You're not doing the Queensland Cup Grand Final? Nah, I'm good. I'm alright. Oh, here's the news. Is this it, really? Is that it? Mikey Lewis has signed a 5-year deal with Hull KR. Like, so boring. So boring. Do KR fans even give a shit? Was he not contracted anyway? Okay. Well, that's the more interesting news. There's no NRL clause. That's bigger news than the contract itself. I know. I'm so glad that we learnt that. Yeah, I mean, the clause, it'd still be free to, negotiate and stuff. There's workarounds for everything in Rugby League. There's pointless contracts at this point. Would they not have been better at revealing that next Saturday? Probably not. You don't want anything else in the way. You just get this news done out the way. It's out there. Well, at least Kieran's going to sleep well. That's good. That's good. Kieran would have traded in those grand final tickets just to hear that for the first time all over again. I'm sure. I mean, they can still transfer fee him if they absolutely want, but given how badly it went for Dodd, I think NRL demand for English halves might have cooled a bit. Well, Dodd wasn't really given a fair chance. He hasn't looked great anyway, but he was not given a fair chance. He went to a team that was already completely fine for halfbacks. They had Whiten was still an option. They could have put Jai Gray at 1, Latrell Mitchell at centre, Whiten at 6, Cody Walker at 7. They had Humphreys available in the halves. They got Ashton Ward coming through. So, them signing a 7 was completely pointless. Absolutely pointless. So, Dodd wasn't really given a chance. I think Dodd would still do fine somewhere else. He'd do fine back in Super League. I think maybe to London, if London are confident that they'll come up, London could sign him. Or York, Toulouse, Bradford, whoever thinks they're going to come up, they could, they could sign him. It'd be good for one of those teams. Dodd was not ready, but after throwing his toys out the pram with Saints fans, he had to go. I don't remember any of that stuff with Dodd. What happened there? I don't recall. Dodd should go to the Bears. Not for a new franchise like that wants to compete at that level. Nope. I can't back that. Can't back it. I think his deal is 600k-ish. It's a good chunk. That's roughly 300k pounds. The thing is, for Will Price as well, apparently he was going well in New South Wales or Queensland Cup. I don't know which one it was, but how was he supposed to get in? They already had Kalen Ponga at 1, and then in the halves they kept moving things around with Sharp, Cogger, Hastings. I think there might have been someone else as well. So, I don't think Will Price was given a proper go. Oh well. Oh well. I don't know about anyone else, but I kind of just feel deflated after that news. Like, I don't know. I don't know what I expected, but it's almost just like made me feel worse. Not because Mikey Lewis has signed a contract, but because of how much of a disappointment it was for the reveal. I think that's it. Price is a great player. I think if he was fit, then I would have happily taken him at 1 for England. I would have put him at number 1. But I don't mind. Again, for this year, I don't mind Wellesby, Williams, and Smith being the spine for England, because they've been doing it the last couple of years, and they've been getting the job done. So there's no need to change it. Jenna bigged it up like it was mental news, but it was news that I thought was announced last year. Yeah, that's what reporters do, isn't it? They just big stuff up, don't they? Oh, there was some proper clickbait before. I'm trying to think what it was. It was proper clickbait. Oh, what was it now? Oh, I can't remember. There would have been no point, to be honest, Rowan, man. It's better just getting it out of the way now. They don't want all that stuff going on. It's better getting out of the way. What are you on about, Kieran? What are you talking about? We had Aussie interest in Liam Knight early this week. Interesting to see where he goes. Isn't his partner a presenter in Australia? Me and the clickbait sites. Well, it wasn't Rugby League related. It was just like normal news, but I can't remember what it was now. Yeah, I think she's the one that does the. Is she the one that does the Freddie and the Eighth show sometimes with Fitz and Fitler and Andrew Johns? I think she does it sometimes. Does anyone remember the Ken Davey major halftime announcement and it was season ticket prices? I do not recall that. I do not recall. Dingle, how do you feel about the logo for next year, by the way? I know it's a commemorative, 150-year thing, but I'd rather we just not do it. I don't like it. I really don't like it. Looks terrible. Plus, I made a TikTok video about this before. It was mainly as kind of a joke, really. And some other logos aren't done properly, but the wolf in the middle of the Wolves logo is not central. It's just not central. It's off. You think it's a bit dodgy? Your dad said he didn't mind it, but you're not too sure. Yeah, I just don't like it. Just keep the logo we've got. Actually, fix the logo we've got. Where it's light blue in the top left, change that to just normal blue. Honestly, you could just have the whole logo blue and yellow. All of it. Maybe make the eyes white. And a bit of the white text somewhere else. But that's about it. But yeah, also, if you look at the Warrington Wolves logo, I'm going to just bring this up. I'm not going to put it up on stream. But the next time you get to look at the Warrington Wolves logo, you have on the side of the wolf, where it's got like the rest of the hair around the outside, on the sides of it, at the bottom, where there's a straight angled line, it's longer on one side than the other, and it's angled differently. Like, why? Like, why have they done that? I don't get it. I do not understand. I know it's just me, a Wire fan, complaining, but expectations. Go back to the old logo. I mean, I like the new one if we just made it blue and yellow with maybe white eyes, possibly. And that's fine with me. Or we made the wires in the top left corner white. That could work. Okay, both sides are out. We'll get back underway in a second. Not just saying it, but I dislike the new logo. I know they're trying to incorporate wire into it from Wire Factories in past, but it's two teams on one logo. Well, who knows what to do? Who knows, really? Back underway. Bit more smoke on the pitch. Come on, Derek. What are you playing at? I reckon the smoke near the dead ball line. So just Derek with a clicker, just like, oh yeah, this will be great. So Wakey in possession, up towards the 30. Can they get some decent territory in this half? We shall see. 30 seconds gone. We could have an arts and crafts stream. Yes, we could. We actually really could. Thing is, I'll have nothing to do in the off season, so I've got to make content somehow. Could do anything. With Griffin down the left edge. Up towards halfway. Nearly a minute gone. Last tackle. Out the back to Lino. Kicks from the halfway line. Decent chase here. Hodgson under pressure. Derek vaping, yeah. See, I could do anything. I could play a bunch of video games. Black Ops 7's coming out, so I could do COD. I could do FC26. I'm really not that bothered about RL26, if I'm honest. Could do Rematch. Could do Siege. F1 watch-alongs. Everton watch-alongs. Come on. I mean, we got knocked out by Wolves at the weekend, or a couple of days ago. Minute and a half gone. Ipape in centre field. On the 40, down the left edge. Last tackle. O'Brien kicks on the last. I'm on Xbox, me. Rourke cutting back towards the middle. Ooh, high shot maybe. He's holding his head. And it's going to be a penalty for Wakey. NFL watch. I'd do it. I would do NFL as well. I would do it. Oh, you're in enemy territory. Boo. God, Wakey can't lose another one here. They can't lose another one. It can't go on like this, can it? Ooh. How are you going to boo him for that? How are you going to boot? You can see the contact clear as day. It's not intentional. I think it's not even a penalty. But booing like he's feigning injury, ridiculous. Who's the Wakey player with a Pokemon tattoo on his leg? I'm not sure. I'll have a gander. Griffin with the carry down the left edge inside Leigh territory. If he goes for HIA and it's a pen, they get the 18th man. No, I don't think so. I think it's 2. I think it's 2. 3 minutes gone in the second half. Last tackle for Wakey, 25 metres out. Slow play the ball from McMeekin. Oh, he's limping as well. Lino chips it towards the back left. Bounces backwards. Collected by Johnstone. Cuts back towards the middle. Looking for options. There's space down the right here. McMeekin had a limp earlier. And it's now with Myers in the corner. Go on, young man. That could be a try for Wakey. He's confident. He's confident. Definitely worth a check. This could be a try. On-field decision is a try. Let's have a look. Okay, McMeekin is initially offside. There's Smith and McMeekin offside, so do they become active players at some point? I think that comes off the hip of O'Brien. Or the arm of O'Brien. I think everything else is good, just need to check the grounding. So it hits the shoulder of O'Brien. Oh, Jake, don't you worry, lad. We heard, and we could not have been more excited about it. Great ball from McMeekin. The 5/8. Go on, Myers, lad. The grounding is... Oh, he's nailed it. He's nailed it. Good lad. There we go. Points for Wakey. Important kick as well. I did say earlier, I can't even see them getting 2 tries. Well... It's a good start. It's a good start to the second half. And it is a try. Cash Myers anytime 4.33. My Liam Hood first try at 66 to 1. Might have been too ambitious though. A bit. Mason Lino to add the extras. Lino to make it 18-6. Tough kick near the touchline. Very tough one. The kick is... Ooh, just wide. Exactly. That's the question. That's the question we're asking ourselves. Where is Norman?
Norman's on sabbatical, honey.
I just don't get it. I do not get it. What's he doing? What's he doing? Why is he doing it? Good defensive effort there as well. But well done, Myers. A Tony with a carry up towards a 20 for Wakey. If Wakey can at least get to 12 before Leigh score again, you could certainly say game on. Was that obstruction? It has now been called obstruction. Oh dear. No need to go for 2. I think if Wakey got the kick, then yeah, do go for 2, but just keep going. Just keep going, why not? They will go for 2. Norman, where's the stats, lad? Share it with the group. Tell us. Tell us now. Yeah, penalty for Leigh. Add the extras in a second here. You would assume. The kick is good. That is going to be 20 points to 4 for Leigh Leopards. No, he wasn't sacked. He wasn't sacked. We know exactly where he is.
Norman's on sabbatical, honey.
We know exactly where he is. Don't worry about it. Back underway. Here we go. 6.5 minutes gone. Lamb collects it on the full. And it's now with Hughes taking it over the 10. I hope I don't get copyrighted for that. It's now with Holton up towards the 20. Slow play the ball there. Epape. Now with Liu. Probs on touchline counting bubbles from Derek's machine. Good on you, Norman. I did. Hopefully the clip's nice and short to where it's, there's no problem with it. It's now with O'Brien. Switches back to Trout. Up towards halfway. Last tackle for Leigh. Either back to Lamb. Under pressure. Gets the kick away. Collected on the 10 by Myers. Now up towards the 20. Niu is there to wrap him up. Wants a strip. Almost gets one. But yes, I did get copyrighted for the France thing. That was lovely. Next carry. Only making a few metres there. Getting pushed back, actually. It's been a long day for Wakey. It's been a rough one. There's a bit more energy in that side at the moment, which is good. I don't want to say it's impossible for a comeback here. It's very unlikely, given how this game's gone. But it's just, can Wakey get a roll on? They managed to do it against KR a few weeks back. Can they get a roll on? We'll see. Next carry up towards their own 40 from Rodwell. Last tackle for Wakey. In centre field with Smith. Goes out the back to Lino on his right. Kicks from the 40. They will need some 40-20s actually. Collected on the full by Hodgson. Gives it to Charnley. And carries it down the left edge. You had a copyright thing on a video of a helmet camera when go-karting? Like, who else could it be? You just hit the same lines perfectly. You match the speed. Umaila Hanley with a carry. Still going up towards the halfway line. 9 minutes gone in the second half. Pape left to Hughes. Up towards Wakefield's 40. 2 tackles to go. Pape. Eating up some metres. Behind the ruck. Up towards the 30. And it's now the last. Left to Lamb. Rourke goes up for it. Takes it cleanly. Got to fuel yourself for music even when used royalty free. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like you go on YouTube and it says, oh, it's royalty free or non-copyright, or you go into a website that tells you it's royalty free, and then it gets copyrighted by something else. It's just ridiculous. You got to be careful. Always got to be careful out here. It's a great offload to McMeekin. Still going. I did have somebody steal my thumbnail recently. So, yeah. They just straight up stole it. Chip over the top. Collected by Liu on the on their own 30. There's a break here for Hodgson, maybe. Ooh, slips over. Slips over. Finally, a 6 again. Bloody hell. Up towards halfway. Leigh with a fresh set. Now with Milo Hanley up towards the 40. Surely that's too slow as well. Tuivasa is on the field. Another big man. 30 metres out. Possible high shot on Davis. Referee says no. 2 tackles to go. Ipape scooting up towards the 10. Lamb on the last. Short side left. O'Brien pops across to Holton. And he'll be stopped in the corner. Yeah, the finals gameplay? Oh dear. Well, that's not good. Have a word, ref. Wake in possession behind their own 10. Scott with the first carry. There's a lot of work to do. Oh, God. Rourke scooting. Over the 10. 51 and a half minutes gone. Smith. Now with Fartilli. I feel like we've not seen Fartilli for ages. Down the left edge now with John Stone. Over his own 30. 2 tackles to go. Now with McMeekin. Out the back to Lino. Out the back to Rourke. Switches back to Scott. Keeps a hold of it. Over halfway. Almost a break there. Plays it for Pitts. 52 on the clocks. Now with Truman. Kicks from 45 metres out. Hodgson underneath it. Collects it cleanly. 15 out from his own try line. Cuts back towards the middle. And is stopped on his own 20. Charnley. Takes it just over the 20. Nicotimo's done for the day. Leigh. Umila Hanley takes a carry over the 40. Inside Wakey's half. Kick towards the back left. Rourke collects it cleanly. 53 minutes on the clock. Myers with the next carry, stopped just short of 10. Wakey can't have many subs left. I don't know how many they've made at this point. Rodwell's fine. Atoni's fine. Smith is fine. As far as I'm aware, anyway. But it's a tough one. Now over the 20 with Atoni. 53 and a half on the clock. Smith in centre field now with Lino. Across to Truman. Oof, tries to pop it up to Pratt there, but I think he knocks on. Collected by Hanley. Wrapped up by the ankles. Good tackle there from Pratt. Brand cuts back towards the middle. Good meters here over the 40. Nothing wrong with that. Stopped on the 40 in centre field. Bradley Dwyer. Brad. If you know him personally. Which I don't. So Bradley Dwyer is on the field. 30 metres out. 54 minutes on the clock. O'Brien in centre field. Switches back to Tuivasa. Up towards the 20. Dwyer. Left to Lamb. That was Mulhern. It ended up in the hands of Lamb. It was going to be a strip from Wakey collected by Neo. There's a lot of blood on his face currently. It's a lot of blood. Bit of a scrap here. Let's just keep it calm. Keep calm. Beat to the trumpet, unlucky lad. Right, somebody get some treatment for Neo here. God, that blood comes pouring out. Smith on Neo. He's not backing down, him, Smith. He ain't backing down. And I won't back down. Barnyard, what a movie. What's the call going to be? What's going to happen here? I think Moore's been pretty fair today. Been decent. Been decent. All right, Leigh in possession. 55 minutes on the clock. They are 12 metres out in centre field. Dwyer will go left to O'Brien. Across to Lamb. Pops up to Holton. Spins. He's going to play this 4 metres out. Left of the posts. Dwyer gives it to O'Brien. Now with Mulhern. Still left of the post. 5 or 6 metres out. Dwyer. Left to Lamb. And he knocks on. Yeah, not a great ball, but you would expect Lachlan to do better there. You would expect better from the young man. Again, he's older than me. Slightly. "56 minutes on the clock. Scrum for Wakey on their own 10. A lot of work to do to get up the field. It is with Pratt. With the first carry, makes about 1 metre in total. Smith, now with Griffin on his left, up towards the 20. Plays it for Smith again. It's now with McMeekin. Then on his right to a Tony. He's going to get wrapped up. Good defence there from Leigh. 3 tackles to go. Wakefield, they need a spark from somewhere. They need something. Fartilli with the next carry. Are they going to get a line break from somewhere? 40-20, mistake from Leigh. Like, it feels like the only success they're going to get, or the best chance, is a mistake from Leigh. Last tackle right to Lino. He kicks downfield. It is collected by Hodgson behind the 10. He already takes it over the 20. And he'll play this 25 out from his own try line. Charlie with the next one. 57.5 on the clock. Lifted up slightly. Neu up towards the 40. Gets an offload. Dwyer, bit of room to run. Up towards the 40 and just over it. I think if Leigh do score again, it's 100% done. I'm pretty confident that this is, this is game over anyway, but to like really call it a game, I think if Leigh score next, that's it. There was a one-on-one strip there collected by Wakey. Fair dues, mate. Fair dues. Smith on the 30, gives it to John Stone. He takes a carry through centre field. To Tavaki there to get him stopped. Lino, right to Pitts. Only eats up a few more meters. McMeekin. Hood is on as well as Smith. Truman down the left edge to Pratt. Calls for a high shot there, I think, from the Wakey supporters. Incorrect play of the ball, maybe. An incorrect play of the ball from Wakey. Bloody hell. Yeah, there's a foot from Trout, actually. I think he's got a case there. He's got a case. Offengo is back on. As if Leigh weren't already dominant enough, they've now got one of the other big men coming back on the field. This is now with O'Brien. Just less than 40 metres out. Dwyer will go left to Lamb, up towards the 30s. Now with Tua Tavake. We're done with an hour of this game. Got 20 minutes to go. Gonna call it there, lads and ladies. Up at 5:30 for work. Have fun. Well, sweet dreams. Have a splendid sleep. Enjoy your slumber. Kick towards the back right. Hanley bats it back inside. But it's collected by Smith, I think that is. But yeah. Have a smashing day at work. Toodle pit. One change left for Wakey with 20 to go. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough, innit? Not good. Lino wants a chip over the top. He goes for it. I think it's batted backwards by Charlie. Collected by Niu. Forgot me players then. On the 20. Oh, what now, lad? What now? Steady on. The Samoan and the Tongan going at it. That might be a hip drop there from Smith. Right, that is Lino there. That is Lino doing that. Dwyer over the 10. 3 tackles to go here for Leigh. I do think if they score, it puts it to bed. Offengo, he pops up to Tuatavake, almost in. He's in, and that's going to be, I think that is going to be game over. It's been a good effort from Wakey, but Leigh have been the dominant side. Too many mistakes from Wakey, to be honest. Leigh's dominated through the middle. Dominated massively, so yeah. I'm going to call it game there, I think. That'll be 26-4 in a second. Tuatavake with the try. 18 minutes to go. O'Brien goes right to Offengawi. The no-look pass pops it up to Tuatavake. Griffin on his feet. Can he stop him? No, he can't. Gets the ball down. Splendiferous. Okay, so about 17 minutes ago, O'Brien to add the extras. I'm sure Norman would give this 99.3% in front of the posts. And the kick from O'Brien to make it 26-4 is... Oh, it's good, no way. Darryl Powell shaking his head. It's been a good effort from Wakey. Performance-wise, they've been outplayed. Effort-wise, they've done a really good job. Had somebody on report then. Okay. It was Mason Lino who made the complaint about some certain kind of language. Okay. Alright. Well, we'll see what that's all about in the future. Short kickoff. It is collected by Trout. They might have done Finn. Luckily, I actually saw that on the stream and not... or on the stream, not in the chat. Because for some reason, it gets moderated in here for me, but I can't see it on there. 63.5 minutes on the clock. 16.5 to go. Dwyer will scoot over the 40. Lamb, right to Offengawi, then to O'Brien, up towards the 30. It's now with Lamb. Puts boot to ball. Rourke underneath it. Collects cleanly in front of the try line. Skips past one. And then Keenan Brand gets a hold of him. Good match in 4 hours. If anyone likes New Zealand PNC, take a Togo over North Harbour. Togo is 6-2, having a fantastic year. Is that Union? Myers with a carry. Over the 10. A few extra metres as well. It's now with... that's Scott down the right edge. Gets an offload. A couple decent moments from Scott. Some good carries, good metres. Another offload. It's with Pitts. Up towards the 40. 2 tackles to go. So much better there from Wakey. Now with McMeekin in centre field. Across to Truman. Out the back to Rourke. Looking for a break. Can he get one? Gets an offload. That was possibly forward. Batted backwards by Lee. Collected by Umaila Hanley. On his own 20. 65 minutes gone. 15 minutes to go. It's now with Hodgson. Just over the 20. Now up towards the 30. With Josh Charnley. Lamb then gives it off to Hodgson. Eating up a few more metres through centre field. And Lamb, 40-20 attempt here maybe. He might have it. Distance and angle looks good. But it is collected by Rourke in time. Decent effort. Up towards the 10 now with Rourke near the left touchline. Or the right touchline for him. Scott waits at dummy half. Slow to get up and play the ball here. Now with Myers then gives it to John Stone. Under pressure from Offengawi. A few more in the tackle there. They stop him on the 10. God, this is such an uphill battle for Wakey here. $14 minutes to go. Hood takes a carry over the 20. Smith at dummy half. 2 tackles to go. Right to McMeekin. Across to Lino. It's now with Scott. Over the 40. Another good carry there. Now the last tackle for Wakey. Smith on his left to Lino. Steps past one. Eats up some more metres. Then gets the kick away. Collected on the full by Hodgson. Hodgson will play this for Lamb. It's going to be Umaila Hanley. Cutting back towards the right edge of the field. Loses a little bit of ground there near the right touchline. 13 to go. Keenan Brand with the next carry up towards the 40. Dwyer, now with Mulhern. Decides not to give the ball away. Plays it for Dwyer in centre field. It's now Leo, who has re-entered the field a few seconds ago. With a carry inside Wakey territory. Last tackle. 12.5 left. Dwyer. He's been good these last few months for Leigh. He's done a good job. Kick towards the back right. Collected by Rourke on the 10. Cuts back towards the middle. And he's wrapped up by Mulhern. That's a good tackle there. Plays it for John Stone. He gives it to Myers on his right. Trying to get around a few. He's pushed back onto the 10. 12 to go. It's just uphill. Massively uphill. Now with Fartilli. Over the 20. And Smith. Then on his right to Truman. Out the back to Leno. We're going to have a go here possibly. Out the back to Rourke. Then across to Scott. Good tackle there from Tessie Niu. Good tackle. Now with Leno. Pass it across to Truman. 40-20 attempt here maybe. Huge if he gets it. Ooh, Hodgson nearly with a foot in touch. Stays in field just about. There's some big gaps there in the crowd. And considering this is a playoff game, I would have thought there'd be a decent turnout. And on a Friday night as well. I thought probably could have been full. It's a bit disappointing that. 11 minutes to go. Umile Hanley with a carry over the 30. Dwyer waits at dummy half in centre field. He's left to Charnley. Up towards the 40 down the left edge. Now with Frankie Holton. 10.5 to go. Last tackle for Leigh. Up towards the halfway line. Holton will play this for Dwyer. Out the back to O'Brien. Puts boot to ball. It's going to bounce once. Pops up nicely for Rourke on the 10. Near the back left corner. Gives it off to Johnstone. He then takes it up towards the 20 through the centre of the field. Truman now with Pratt. Up towards the 30. What chant are they doing there? Does anyone know what chant they're doing? Pratt in possession, looking for an offload, doesn't quite get one. 2 tackles to go for Wakey. Over on the left-hand side with Smith. Now on his right to Truman. Over the top to Pitts. Still making up meters. Switches back to Scott. Cuts back towards centre field. Room to run for Scott. He's done well today. Can he go himself? One to beat. And he does. Scott's had a good game. He's had a really good game. It's been a tough day for Wakey in general, but a lot of his carries have been really, really solid. And honestly, fair enough to him. He's had a good game. Wakey's best player for me, I think. And that'll be in front of the sticks as well. That'll make it 26-10. Well done, lad. Well done. So 26-8 with the kick to come. It is in front of the post. This will be all good in a second. Oh yeah, the kick's good. $10,011 was the attendance. I was just listening out to what they were saying. That's why I was staring into the abyss. Yeah, 10,011. Okay. Okay. 8 minutes 20 to go. All right. Well, you got, about 2 minutes 45 per try. Let's see what you got, Wakey. Let's see what you got. Lee will get us back underway with a 16-point advantage. Collected by Rourke. Pops it up to a Tony. And he'll take this up towards the 20 for Wakey. Smith, now with Pitts. Up towards the 30. 8 minutes to go. Next carry from Tony up towards the 40. Good meters here on this set. 3 tackles to go. Really good meters here. Really good. Hood pops it up to Fartilli and he loses the ball on the halfway line. Damn. The thing is, if Wakey had scored in the next few minutes, you could see 2 tries happening with about 5-6 minutes to go. Like, that's not out of reach, but yeah, that's a big mistake there. Who should get man of the match? Is it Lamb? Is it O'Brien? Is it Hodgson? Is it Niu? Liu man of the match? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. 73.5 minutes gone. Davis with a scoot from dummy half. Eats up a few extra meters from behind the ruck. O'Brien. Left to Liu. Slightly wayward there, but collected by Halton. Gives it to Hodgson down the left edge. Trying to get around Scott. He does. Myers gets him wrapped up, though. Lino is there to assist him. Over near the left touchline. Niu. Lamb switches back to Offengawi up towards Wakefield's 20. Last tackle for the Leopards here. Davis, now with O'Brien, chipping towards the back left. Rourke underneath this. Batted backwards by Lee, but it is knocked on by Niu. 6 minutes to go. Right, come on, Wakey. You got 2 minutes per try. 2 minutes per try. Rourke down in back play with the cramp. Fartilli with the next carry, just over the 10. Still going, just shy of the 20. Good effort. He's now with John Stone. Over the 20, about 25 out from their own try line. It's now with Smith down the left edge, scooting from dummy half. Bumps off Hanley. Then he has a second attempt. Hanley gets him stopped this time, but there's also some help there from Davis. And Smith holding. He has cramp. Now switch back to Fartilli. Was looking for an offload for a second there. And a kick from Lino from behind the 40. Charnley does collect just in front of his own 10. Now over the 20. Cutting back towards the middle. Push back a metre or two by Hood and a Tony. 4.5 minutes to go. It's with Niu down the left edge. Bumps off Myers. Bumps off Scott. Bumps off Pitts. Up towards the 40. Great carry there from Niu. Should have been in the dream team with Hanley. Should have been. Very simply. He's now with Liu in centre field. 35 out. Davis left to Lamb. Pops it across to Niu. Near the left touchline. Still pumping his legs up towards the 20. 3 minutes 40 to go. And it's now the last tackle for Lee. Davis. So O'Brien. Chipping this towards the back left again. Rourke, more to deal with. Goes up. Collects cleanly. Comes down with it cleanly as well. 3.5 left. A lot of players really tired at this point. Myers can't really get anywhere. This will be the end of Wakefield's season. In a few minutes' time, John Stone. Smith. Next carry from Pratt, just over the 10, 3 minutes left. Now launching it left to Truman, chips over the top. Chase from Griffin, but Brand is there. Griffin actually collects it. Slides on his knees, takes it over halfway. Here's the last tackle for Wakey. Slower play the ball there. Nice outside to inside to Hood, then outside to Fartilli, outside to Truman. Slightly wayward, but collected by Josh Charnley. 2.5 to go. The headset comes off from Darryl Powell. You want to play trumpets in the crowd, son. Two minutes 10 to go. Lamb over halfway gives it to Hanley. Eats up a few more meters. And now he's got cramp. Bloody hell. Okay, we shall continue. No drop goal. Oh, they might. 1 minute 40 to go. He's now with Mulhern. Brought down just over the 30. Minute and a half to go. Last tackle. Liu left to Lamb. Then to Hodgson. Nearly loses it, but he is then stopped just shy of the 20. So, about to enter the final minute. To Wake, you want to have, one final go at it. Have the last laugh of the game and get some points on the board. Or just see it out. There's an offload from Lino. Scott eating up some meters. And they'll say it's forward. Offane Gowie, give him man of the match. Yeah, that is forward, actually. 40 seconds to go. It's a scrum for Lee. They don't need to go for anything. They might just feel like it for the sake of it. But, we'll see what they do. See what they fancy. Well, 25 seconds to go. They're in no rush, obviously. Ten seconds to go. And they feed the ball into the scrum. It is right to O'Brien. Goes for one. Did he get it? Did he get the drop goal? He did. He got the drop goal. Or did he not? I don't know. It's never clear enough. No, he didn't. There we go. That's going to be full time. 26-10 to Lee. They were dominant from the start. There was a period sort of midway through the game where Wakey had a bit more energy. A couple of opportunities. But, yeah, Lee were dominant from start to finish. I think they were excellent. Defensively, brilliant. Restricted the meters through the middle really, really well. We're just very professional. Wakey, a lot of mistakes. They were missing Vanganar. They were missing Hamanueli. They lost Staunton early on. They lost Nicotimo at one point. And there was no Max Jowett. So there's some, you can give them a bit of leeway. But I think they put in a good effort defensively in that first half, especially, even though they were down. I think it was 18-0 at half-time, I think. But they still put in a really strong shift with the amount of pressure they had to deal with. It was just going to be a numbers game. But Lee did a good job, very professional. So yeah, fully deserved. And they will go to Wigan next week. So best of luck. Okay. Right. Thank you very much for stopping by, folks. If you want to become a member, click the link in the description. Over on Patreon. Get over there. Become a member. Lovely stuff, Dingle. Getting the exact score prediction. Alright then. Well, if you're not subscribed yet, please do. We're at 12,439. That is very kind of you. Very kind of you. Indeed. Right. If I don't see you for the rest of the weekend, have a great rest of your weekend. See ya.